No, but as I was thinking about Purdy, I was just, you think about all that Jimmy Garoppolo went through. So Jimmy Garoppolo, how long did it take for some 49ers to say, yeah, I don't think he's ever going to be the guy, the quarterback of a Super Bowl champion? Was it right after that first Super Bowl?
Interesting. Because
he got hurt the following year early in the season, right?
Yeah.
So Garoppolo comes to the Niners. Okay, then he gets hurt the second year. Then he goes to the Super Bowl. They lose to the Chiefs. Then he gets hurt again. So that year he's hurt for the second time right after the Super Bowl. We weren't saying, oh, he'll never win a Super Bowl. At that point, were we? After one Super Bowl.
When I realized there was Jimmy no throws, that's when I was like, this thing might be hard. He might be the reason. And again, I gave him an A- for his tenure here, Steiny, because I flipped. I changed. Shocker. But when I found out he had the trait of the Jay Schrader throws or the Vinny Testaverde's, what were you doing? The Cheech and Chong throws, the high throws. That's when I was like, you know what? It may be difficult. And he almost shut me up because he got close as you can get, baby.
So when did you thought that after the first loss to the Chiefs?
Yeah.
See, I seem to remember there. How is there not optimism?
Well, he was 5-0 and they paid him.
Right.
Yeah, and I thought that 5-0 was nothing really to me, but the Niners were down so bad at the position, and then you come in, you're like, okay, he's good looking, but he ain't Montana or Young. That was early on, but then when you found out he was mistake prone or he had the lemon booty or the yips, which he would display, that's when I was like, I never put it past to where they couldn't get it done, but I was like, he ain't that guy.
But so he won 5 games. I'm just trying to remember.
And got paid. He got paid after the 5.
But I seem to remember after they went to the Super Bowl, there's enthusiasm, a lot of enthusiasm
and you
about
might be
Jimmy
right.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I mean, and so all I'm saying is, Jimmy Garoppolo, not everybody, certain people didn't respect or they diminished Jimmy Garoppolo's record as a 49er quarterback, which was pretty darn good.
I'm going to even ask Mike about Jimmy because he seems like he's playing without a cloak over him, Steiny.
One game. Let's see.
No, but I got you. It's going to be 2 games this week. They got Josh Allen.
Yeah. Cap was a gimmick with his new running style. Purdy doesn't have a new... No, I'm not. Purdy is using proven quarterback play, no gimmicks. Brock can win it all. Go Niners. Yeah, I would never say Brock can't win it all, but I would say that, he's got a lot, we've got a lot left to see from him. You start thinking about all the games that great quarterbacks have played and all the big, if the 49ers win the Super Bowl, think of how much Purdy's will have gone through to win it.
The movie is, the script's, it's getting ready, Steiny.
Yeah, and I'm just talking mostly about this year.
Yeah.
Like this year.
I thought he would start on the pup. Let me read something to you guys. 465. I was listening to Willard and Dibbs, and I'm a huge Iowa State fan who has seen Purdy play every game and would love to shed some light on Brock's history and why he's successful. We'll give you the invite. You know the number, 888-957-9570.
Well,
could be AI.
I mean, I got to believe that everything we've seen in 10 games in the pros is who he was in college, but he was playing for a team that wasn't great, right? I mean, there's no way.
I don't know what to say to that.
There's no way Brock Purdy didn't resemble this at Iowa State. It's just that they probably didn't have a lot of success. And even though he was playing the same way, he probably had far less success because they were overmatched all the time. So he was a guy who he was one of those guys who was the best player on a mediocre team, and then now he's got all kinds of weapons around him. And
I'll tell you what, he seems like a guy that, like Draymond could name every guy that went above him, that got picked before him. Brock has some of that, y'all slept on me, to his game, and I love it.
Let's go to Mike in San Jose. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Mike.
Thank you for the call, man. I just want to say I really enjoy the show every morning, man. You guys just bring it.
Thank you.
I love it.
Appreciate it.
No, but I mean, all these guys that, they talk so much about Brock, man. Who is this guy? Who is not this guy? It's like, who's a lot of quarterbacks without their guys? Without Patrick Mahomes? I mean, who is Patrick Mahomes without Tyreek Hill and Kelsey? Who is he? He's not that. He's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback. The same year as the Rams with Stafford, who was Stafford without, when they added Odell Beckham? I mean, who are these guys?
Right.
Brock Purdy, he's a superstar when he's surrounded by superstars. I mean, every quarterback could be great, but, what I'm saying, when you're surrounded by a greatness with great players, great team, great vibe, you got nothing but to succeed, man. So all these guys, they just got to lay back and let Brock do his thing. They never hated on anybody else coming into the league young. He's healthy, he's hungry. Let's just go win a bowl.
Yeah, and I wasn't talking about what I didn't mean there was like talking about Brock Purdy as an overview. What I was talking about, like I get it. Other teams have weapons, and if the 49ers lose weapons, he'll be like any other quarterback. I meant more this season. If you're going to make a run at the Super Bowl, there may be a game, or I'm just talking about a game or two you may have to play. There may be a game or two along the way where the 49ers defense, stumbles and they got to score 31. Can they score 30?
What if Trent Williams is out, Steiny, and he's running for his life?
Can they score 30 in a game that they have to score, the one game that they have to score 30? I'm not saying they can't do it, but that's all the fun stuff we're going to have to learn about Brock Purdy. Maybe they don't get down. Maybe they never get behind. I know they got behind last year to the Raiders, and that game was
that was a wild one.
24. They were down 10 early in the third quarter of that game. So I know he's done it before, but we can't wait to see how he does it when the games get more important, which they do week by week by week.
Like, do you expect a competitive game this Sunday? I know it's the NFL, Steiny. I don't know what to expect. I'm betting a blowout. Like, I know the Rams shocked the world and beat Seattle, but does your gut tell you that the Rams have I know it's a division game, a chance?
Well, we're in the Bay. It feels like the Niner fans think this one's kind of an automatic. It feels like
they're 2-0.
But I know there's a lot of cautious 49er fans too. But I haven't heard a lot of worry about this Rams game.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you're an NFL team on the road against a division foe, and I'm just going gambling here, and the number's minus 9.5, you're a damn good football team.
Well, people think you are. That's for
they
damn
were
sure.
an NFC champion, Final Four the last 2 years in NFC.
But here's the other thing, like that I think of. So, okay, 49ers blowout. Give me the blowout score.
42-17.
Okay.
Damn.
So this is where I say, wow. So you're really telling me the Niners opened up with 2 road games and blew out the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, came back to L.A. and blew out their division rival Rams. It's like, wow. Okay, like that's a hell of a start.
Coming into a Thursday home opener.
And again, I'm not saying they can't, but I got to believe this game will be closer than maybe we think.